Hello, and it's testing time. No, testing with the voices, really. Nothing major. To leave? Yes, everybody's hearing me. Cool. Right, hello and welcome to TTRL, Tier 1. This is the second season of the first round, so this is a new, fresh season. And tonight we will be in Netherlands. The right way round, so nothing too scary. No one's going backwards tonight. Tonight we also have a full grid, 22 drivers out of 22. The qualifying is dry all the way to the end, and so is the race time. There will be some of the cloud stuff in, but no rain is expected tonight, so it's gonna be nice and dry. Yes, let me also test here. I just want to make sure it's working on my side. Yes, it does, so that's good. Everything's working. Lovely beginning of the season. And let's begin. Technical track. We don't suppose is going to be a very hard with ERS management, but I do expect very difficult with tires. Most likely to be maybe a good chance of a two-stop, possibly. But don't expect to be too hard with the ERS at all. Oh. Seems like we already have some pile-ups, which it seems like Red Bull got hit. Where's Red Bull? I'm not sure. Either he got hit or he just purposely comes out for to let everybody pass. It did seem like he got hit. That's what I know Red Bull is a V-Cup. Red Bull actually has a dark blue. First time has been set at 109.806 by Pavlison. Good evening to you as well, Penrose. Good evening. Nice to see you as well. See you. I don't see you. Nice to hear you. That's more realistically. Yeah, not going too bad at all. Oh, hello, spider. I have somebody's already watching me, watching my back. Yeah, not too bad at all. How about you? How's the retirement? More drivers are setting the times in. It looks like 109 is to be a strong time. We kind of have only half grid as set the times yet, so it is too early to see the fastest lap time. Especially when I'm not quite sure what's the strongest time at this moment. Red set himself at 10.4. Speed Demon is setting a faster lap time at 109.437. Almost 4 tenths faster than Vigo, who is in P2 at this moment. Ah, well, let's hope you had a lovely holiday for you. Uh, Not sure myself. This is the first time actually being in Tier 1. I've been in Tier 2, been in Tier 3, but Tier 1 is the first time. Haven't really seen anybody's spaces. This moment, the time does seem to be a really strong times to 109.9 as an average, I believe. since there's quite a lot of drivers sitting at under 11 seconds. So far from... Oh, Frank Tank has lost his rear on the curb, losing his front left wheel, which is an unfortunate end qualifying for him. Very unfortunate. Although he does have a good strong time by the looks of it, so he should be fine and starting somewhere in the mid-pack. This corner is definitely the most dangerous. So most drivers have set their times, and it is indeed looks like the average to be at 1:10.1, I believe. The fastest lap time so far is still by Speed Demon by 109.437, following Vigo 109.766, and Void at 109.774. Then we go to Pavlison and Strikey, that's your top 5. Then we go to Oliver, Ball, Magnussen, Loki, and Frank Tank at your top 10. Half the grid decided to do some more attempts, try to get the time stronger. Looks like Void is also trying to go for a better lap time. Although he's out of fuel, so he possibly invalidated, as you can see right here. Frank Tank left the session. Looks like he needs an invite. Don't think I have him now. More times has been set. This time was by Optic, setting himself at 109.827, bringing himself to P5. Pavlison is also going an outlap, trying to go for a better lap time, which is going to go right now. Optic has not impeded his lap time, so he should be fine. More drivers letting drivers past, as you can see on the yellow flags. Hamilton is improving, almost by 0.2 of a second. Speed Demon seems to be wants to do a stronger lap time, as he's going on the second attempt with 9 minutes to go. Same thing goes to Vigo and Void. Hamilton is improving by 2.5 tenths at this moment and a sector 2, so he might actually bring himself to P2, unless he gets a better ride time on a sector 3. Seems like he does. And he almost gets himself to P1, setting at 109.594, only 1.5 tenths behind Speed Demon. Strong time, a very strong time. Further behind, more drivers are setting their stronger and stronger lap times. And right now, every single driver is now within 1.5 seconds behind the fastest driver. Very strong, right? Very strong grid. I can see that. What do you mean now? Very strong. Since from P1 to P15 are within 1 second of the fastest lap time. More drivers are going to set their times, and then we go on the Mercedes. Got himself to P16, 110.447. Made himself 2/10, give himself a 2/10 improvement. Speed Demon has begun his hot lap. Right behind him is McLaren, who is no. McLaren is on the hot lap. He doesn't need to let him pass. He's on the same time. He didn't lose anything, but he didn't gain anything yet as well. Question is if he can improve on the sector 3. He gets a very good slipstream. Doesn't improve. Might have been impeding because he was right next to him and he wasn't letting him pass. The V-Cup wasn't letting him pass, so he might be just started his lap time. Which seems like it looks like he did. Bjorn Olsen has improved his time all the way to P3, improved by 1 second. Brings himself to P3 at 109.618. Looks like Frank Tank with his early retirement from the big moment has indeed bring himself all the way back to the back markers. So unfortunate for him. Optic has improved by 0.05 of a second, bring himself to back to P7. I think it was Void who has just improved massively all the way to P2, 109.573. He is 0.3 behind Speed Demon. So, not far off. We've got more drivers, which is, I believe it's Red Bull, who just improved himself to P13 at 110.046. Void decided to, no, Void has just set the lap time. So did Optic. No, Optic actually going for another one. He is pushing. That's not an improvement though. No, he just had plenty of fuel. That's all. So, with about 4 minutes to go, most drivers are in the pit lane. A few drivers are deciding to go out and try to improve their times once more. Danny is backing up from his hot lap. He probably wants to go for one more try. Loads of drivers are right now at the pit lane, and few drivers are deciding to do one more attempt before the final, which is about 3.5 minutes to go. And yeah. Since we're in Netherlands, the air temperature doesn't seem to be too hot, so there is a chance for a good one stop, medium hard possibly. I don't think softs can actually last long enough. But who knows? What if? What if? I'm sure at some point softs will not be used only for qualifying and will be part of the race strategy. Looks like Speed Demon decided to go for one more attempt as well. He so far has a fastest lap time, but I think he doesn't believe that he can hold that time much longer. Most drivers are going for the hot lap. Liga might try to go for a slipstream from behind the barging. That would be a bit more tactical, but no, he decided to give some space. Oliver is not improving. He's now 3 seconds down. Vortex just started his lap time. Three drivers going around right now, beginning their own lap times. I believe that's Aston and no, that's not Aston. Aston just started. Oh, I can't even go all the way to 22 sadly. Oh no. Oh well. Five place grip into collision with Optic. Very unfortunate one. How did that happen? So, we got a 5-place grid penalty for a collision. By whom again? Grid penalty. So, the driver in Red Bull, Bolmy T, has a 5-second grid penalty for a small collision to Optic. So, yeah. Checker flag. Speed Demon is improving his time. Void is not, he's backing off. Oliver has set his time. So is a Pavison and Strikey. I don't believe Speed Demon does need to improve anymore. Well, he does, all the way to 109.191, improving almost 1/10 of a second. Void is not improving his time. Olsen, though, is going to improve his time all the way to P4 at 109.489 by 1/10 of a second. Next one is Vego. Vego also improves by 1.5 tenths, brings himself to P6 from P7. And that's what be most of the drivers it. So, qualifying has been complete, and these are your top 10 drivers. We've got Speed Demon, who has the fastest lap time of 109.191. Then we got Void, who's 2.5 tenths behind Speed Demon. And then we got Oliver, Olsen, Pavlison, Vigo, Strikey, Optic, Loki, and Magnussen. And then the rest, we got Vortex, Voden, Ball, Red Dragon, Night Owl, Liverpool, Frank Tank, DJ, the Snipers? Is that the Snipers? I think it's the Snipes. Yes, the Snipes, 71 Harabin, Danny Mac, and Lazy Grant. And these are your drivers. So, once again, the weather for the race is gonna be dry. Uh, light clouds. We got sunshine and then light clouds later on, and then it's just with the cloudiness. Intense and calms down. Intense calms down. Oh, I remember the words. So we got some light clouds, and then we'll have some overcast in some in mid-session, and then we'll go back to the light clouds. So there is no rain expected. The track is pretty cool, so softs could potentially be in play, as the tires will have a bit of a struggle to heat up badly, like it usually does. So it's not too bad at all. I mean, the air is only 17 degrees, and the track itself is only 22, so yeah, it should be really nice for the tires with the temperature. Right now we are waiting, which I believe we're waiting about 2 minutes before we have a ready up. And yeah, and we'll have the race begin. We'll begin the race. So, we're waiting for 3 minutes. Everybody's going to go on 30-minute mark. Well, we got 3 minutes. I have something to say. Is that I have nothing to say. Predictions. Well, so far, speed. I'm going Oliver for the win. You're going for Oliver. Uh, as qualifying, it seems like Speeding has about 2.5 seconds faster than Void, but qualifying times most of the time don't really tell everything about the driver, but definitely an advantage for Speed Demon. Starting in the very front, could possibly have a chance to win the race. But I don't really know any drivers, their racing strategies and how they drive, so I can't really predict, sadly. It is only the first round of the season, first round of the second season of the TTRL, and yeah, I think we'll see how everybody goes on as it goes. Since it's in Netherlands, it's also a good chance for a safety car, which can really change the race really good, which I've seen a lot of times. Come on, I'll pick a random name. Okay, I'll pick a random name. I'll go for... I might go for Pavlison. I'll go for Pavlison. I'll put bets on Pavlison for coming to the podium and possibly even win. Qualifying itself is really strong as well. From P1 to P7 is within 0.4 of a second. Really strong time. And from P1 to P17 are within 1 second. Now we have Jinx the driver each. It's fair. Lovely. Oh, if it was jinxing, okay, then Speed Demon. Well, it's too late to change now. I've jinxed Pavlison, but if I knew that, I probably would go jinxing Speed Demon then, since he is in the front. Question is, what is the grid? How is it set? I believe the first one is actually on the outside, and the all the ones on the outside, and even on the inside, I believe, for the corner. So, well, we're going in. No, it's formation up, yes. But, yes, so, Having all of out in turn 1. Most likely. Natal. Oh, Natal has disconnected. Wait, what? We got 3 drivers disqualified? We got Night Owl who is disconnected, so whoever can hear me, get the Night Owl back in as quick as possible. Penrose is not Nona. Nona? Nona? How did I even manage to come into that world? Best owner. Oh. Looks like you have a favorite, Penrose. Penrose is a favorite, but it sounds of it. I do predict at least 1 safety car or 2 virtual safety cars. This track is dangerous, especially in Sector 2, that long ride with a massive curve where it's easy to get yourself boated, or whatever you call it. So, it will be interesting to see. Drivers now slowly gridding up to their grids. Some drivers are doing final warm-ups. I would never feel safe going right in front of them. I would never trust the ghosting. Especially, as I remember, this is a circuit. It's a normal circuit instead of a street circuit. So there is no ghosting when it's race time. So whoever is going to spin right in front, they're definitely going to get collected later in the race. Anyway, here we go. 5 lights. And we're out. Looks like Speed Demon had a good start. Void had a bit of a bad reaction time. We have Olsen already making a move, brings himself all the way to P3. Void is not having a good time right now. Brought himself to from P2 to P4. Lost a few positions. We've got few drivers making moves. Natal will have a really bad start, and virtual safety car already. We have few wing damages. That includes Snipe. No, it's not Snipes. What? Come on, Team Damaging. Thank you. Including Danny. We also have no. Who else? We have Herbie, who has a massive wing damage. Looks like there is definitely contact. There's more contact. Ooh. DJ and Red have wing damage as well, and it's now safety car. Okay, at least my prediction is correct now. We got... So, I was right about safety cars, but I didn't actually expect to be that early. Race strategy. Soft, soft, hard, or soft, hard, hard. Few drivers are actually going for the pits as well. Come on, give me tires. Everyone... Is there a race? Is there a restart? Ooh, what's going on? What is this chaos? Why you stopped? Why are you in the pit limit? How did you turn this on? Wait, what the hell? How you got the pit limiter? I'm sorry, what? Wait, how you got the pit limiter? You also got pit limiter. Wait, what? We got 2 drivers who has pit limit. Everybody else is... Okay, so the crash at the very beginning is now understandable, but I've never seen this bug before. Well, it sounds like we're gonna have a race restart because look at this. Safety car is gonna catch the cars who is stuck in pit limits. The migrating host. Oh no, I have a feeling it's a race restart. Yeah, lobby is glitched. Migrating host, I believe it's a lobby restart. Uh, quality results. Quality results. Do I have? I sure do, don't I? Quality time. Yes. Yeah, I do. I do indeed. Haha. um. Yes. One moment, please. We have a lobby glitch, which is not on our side. It is not under our control. We cannot do anything about this, sadly. It is just how the game is designed. So, sadly, we have no control over it. Most drivers are leaving, which I believe we're gonna also leave this session. So, yeah. I think we're not, yes. Oh, it's done it again. It doesn't seem like, hmm, it doesn't seem like that my racing tools wants to work. It's, why are you doing this to me? Why is it like this? Duplicate it again. I don't know. Don't know. Bear is in second. The bear. Alright, I got the invite, but the game takes a while to get this thing off. Number two. Just a moment. Just setting up the the lobby. Alright, looks like everybody's in, so we'll be going in as soon as possible. Mm, Just a moment. Setting the current drivers' grid positions, so there will be no formation up as well, I believe. And we'll begin the race shortly. Currently, on the other hand, currently the Racing League tools has failed me once again. It's not working. And what I mean by what's not working is that when it comes from quality race, it just duplicates on top of it. It used to work and now it doesn't. I don't know why. Why the hell is doing that? I wish I knew, but I don't know. Alright, and then go. Already up. Right. We're almost in that time, and we'll begin very shortly. No formation up, so we'll begin the race straight away. So, we'll see. Alright, and we're in. It has 5 lights, and we are back in the game. Seems like this time Void had a good start, making sure he kept his place. We already have a contact between Red Bull and V-Cup. Both already have damages. As I've seen a wing flying off. At this moment, every single driver... Oh, is it a virtual safety car? King crashed. It's a virtual safety car once again. We have a game... one of the drivers have a game just crashed. And we have a big pile up. Oh, what is going on? Massive pile up. Nobody really knows who to pass. I think there's drivers who have like this, for example, passing and making chaos like this. Ignoring yellow flags. I'm sure DJ can get rid of that. Goes same thing to a Night Owl, getting a 10-second time penalty. Very chaotic beginning. More drivers are having this problem. I'm sure these drivers are trying to get back as quick as possible. A few drivers are actually pitting. Most likely wing damage to repair. No, doesn't seem like, but there's sure more drivers at the back have a big wing damages. To be fair, my team telemetry is also lagging badly. This game is cooked. Magnus and I will have retired. God, this game is really cooked, and we're back in racing speed. Very messy start, but I'm sure we'll hope for a safety car that will actually bring the race back in and have a good restart. Avoid having a really bad start, as he is right now down in P6. There was indeed a battle between Void and Vortex. More drivers taking faster lap time. Moves going, happening behind. Move by the DJ on the outside, get himself right in front and blocking Lazy from trying to get back. Not getting anybody. I'm sorry, mate, but I don't have anybody. I'm just a commentator. I think the drivers that sending in invites are also driving, so sadly I can't do anything about this. I'm sorry. Herbie just went for a bold move on the inside, gets himself clean though. Brings himself to the front of Grant. Seems like Levy is having a bit of a trouble. He does have a really bad wind damage. Well, the striker also went for a big dive bomb there as well. And brought himself higher with his position. Speed Demon is not having a great start either. He's down P7. He's starting P1 now P7, so he is not having a great time either. The tires with every single driver are in mediums, and we are back to safety car? Frank Tank has seemed to be hit the wall badly, possibly wedged himself on that curb, which then retired himself. Every single driver is going for the pits. Doesn't seem like anybody's gonna get a double stack except the Audis. Audis might have a double stack. We'll see. Seems like quarter of the grid have wing damages as well, so it's not great. There is a double stack with Audis. Doesn't seem like it's a big one. I'll take it back. It is a bit of a big one. Not just changing the wings. I'll tell you this something. There is actually a similarity in F1. Real life Formula 1 are really strict with rules, which then makes the whole car the same and slow. And on the other hand, so F1 real life breaking the formula of the Formula 1, while the game itself is broken as hell. Also not entertaining when the whole server crashes. And when I mean crashes, I'm not talking about drivers crashing, I'm talking about the server itself crashing. Vigo is doing some interesting moves, trying to tell the safety car to go faster. One more lap and Loki is gonna be inside the train, which then is gonna be safety car in this lap. Speed Demon is going for another move. Is he going for the mediums? Very interesting. No, he's going for new hards once again. He didn't start on hards though. Oh, he has a broken wing which he wants to fix. At least we know he went for hard, because he got two hards. So not great start for Speed Demon. So at this moment we got Vigo, who is leading the race at this moment. It's a lap 6 out of 36. Then we got Oliver and Strikey as your top 3. Then we got Olsen and Optic as your top 5. And then we have Arise, Voden, Void, Snipes, Red, and Vortex as your top 10. So far, it doesn't seem like anybody has wing damages. The team technology is really struggling to get all the data from the game. So the game is really cooked. Overcooked. So, safety car is almost there. The question is, when is Vega going to go for the move? He's slowly speeding up, which is the question is when he's gonna move. Safety car is in the pits. He's going almost all the way to the line and has a good start. We have a 3 into the turn 1. Both McLarens wedging the V-Cup. We got Ferrari, who's just made a daring move, although with that move he has definitely not helped him, which then led Audi to get in front of Ferrari. Drivers are now sniffing each other's tails. Everybody is now within 0.2 of a second. More moves going on behind, between Snipes and Liverpool. Danny is going for a dive bomb on Liverpool. Has to leave some space, which he does. There are quite a big contacts between each other. Which then know what to do for Danny and has to give this position back. We have a spin on for Lizzie. Battles between Liverpool and Snipes. Liverpool does get in front of Snipes, but can he protect his lap? Can he protect his position on his dive bomb? He does brakes nice and late and holds on. More moves going on in front. We have a spinner by Ball in turn 1 on a U-turn. Vortex has managed to get in front of Void. Brings himself to P7. Lizzie has retired the race for tonight. Very unfortunate start, which I believe not going to get any better. Retiring at P19. So far a lot of drivers are within 3/10, 4/10 of a second with each other. Oliver is next to Vigo. Back to the mid-pack, and we're gonna have some interesting moves going on, I'm pretty sure of that. Especially these first 3 drivers. No, everybody were too far away. Vigo and Oliver is going for the daring move. Oliver doesn't manage to hold on to his track, to his rears, and sticks behind. Vigo stays at P1, although Oliver is catching up to Vigo really quickly. No battery saving for for Oliver. This is why he is very close to him. He might go on the move. He might go for the move on this DRS straight. He might go for a dive bomb, for the looks of it, which it does seem like. No, he's going to stay behind. He might want to go strategically overtake, possibly to get a advantage with a boost advantage, which he does. Unlocks himself for an overtake for another lap. And he will go for the move on this straight. Very tight attacks. Vigo does a really good defense. Still sticks, but this time Oliver is on the inside. Gets himself a race advantage, track advantage, and brings himself to P1. Really, really good attack. And now also is now inside. Oh! Vigo tried to go for the move that is to move. No, sorry. Vigo tried to go for the space that did not exist, almost sending himself off the track and off the race. He does manage to come back on time and manage to stick to it. but it was enough for Olsen to come for the battle for the P2. And now the battles between P2 and 3 are slightly losing time towards Oliver. Now, since Vigo is now within 1 second, Oliver's going to lose advantage of the overtake, and Vigo will have the advantage instead. Further behind we go Optic, who might go for the move. And even further behind we go Vortex, who might go for the move. He's going for the move on the outside. Can he hold for it? Vortex is holding on to it. Managed to bring himself to the front and gets a position to P5. More attacks going on behind between Rebel and McLaren. Racewin made a really good grip acceleration, brings him in front of Strikey. So Strikey currently lost 2 positions within 2 corners. Back to the front, it looks like Optic and Alton might go for the battle. Seems like all the battles Vigo is actually losing to Oliver, even though Oliver doesn't have the advantage with his overtake. So far the whole train is going from P1 all the way to P14. Most of it, every single driver is on hard, except the driver in P14, which is Danny McF1. So if everybody's looking after their tires good enough, they might go all the way to the end with a puncture range. Vortex might go for the dive bomb on the inside, which he does. Holds on to it really good and brings himself all the way to the front. Olsen has managed to make a move on turn 2, in front of Vigo. And now we are on the straight. So far, clean attacks and clean defenses. Everybody's winning in second, nobody's losing each other, nobody's losing the train. Although Oliver seems to be doing really well to try to pull away. And Olsen is losing Oliver slowly. Looks like Penrose's prediction of Oliver winning might come true. Seems like Vigo is actually losing to Olsen. He's already within 1 second out of it. He does have the advantage of it, so does Olsen. But I don't think they'll have an easy time to catch to Oliver. Vortex has managed to overtake Vigo. Let's see if they can work together maybe and try to catch up to Olsen in P2. Further behind we do have lots of drivers inside the train. Everybody is within 2 tenths. Optic is trying to make a move on a turn that I don't really expect them to do. Seems like they're doing really well. Bit of a contact here and there. But nobody has been sent off the track. Making it, which then lets Optic to get himself in front of Vigo. So, currently it is coming up to lap 14, and so far we got Oliver as your leader, and then we got Olsen and Vortex as your top 3, and then we got Optic and Vigo as your top 5. Tires seems to be good. It looks like tires actually getting destroyed pretty quickly. Oh my god, really? Holy. It could possibly also be a wheel lockups, which is also what destroys the tires really quickly, especially in this game. Speedman managed to bring himself in front of Liverpool. Brings himself to P11. Slowly gaining track position from I believe was in P17 on the end of the safety car. If the train stays as it is, Speed Demon might slowly catch up to the front and start battling with them instead. All Speed needs to do is hope that Optic, will not lose to Vortex. Coming up to the detection point. He's outside of 1 second. He might not actually get this. And no, he has lost it. He has lost the top 3 drivers. And now Vortex has a clear room to try to pull away. So if Speed Demon wants to try to get himself to the front, he has to get to the front as quick as possible before the train starts to slow him down. So we've got 2 trains has just formed between 1 and 3, and the second train is between 4 to 12. Nobody's making some moves as most of the drivers start to lose consistent gaps, as some drivers start getting up to 5/10 away from each other. Back to the front we got Olsen and Vortex are within 5/10 of a second. Oliver is not losing them, but he's doing really well to actually pull away, especially with no advantage. I believe that if Olsen doesn't have the advantage with his overtake, Oliver might actually manage to pull away. But first he needs to pull away in the first place. Yes, I said that pull away multiple times. Looks like Speed Demon's going for a dive bomb on the Palison on the inside of it. I don't think he's going to manage to get the position now. Didn't manage to hold on to it. Palison had a bit of a snap. Hold on to it though. So Speed Demon is at this moment stuck behind Palison. Optic is losing time to the front, so he's in trouble. Speed Demon might go for the move on the inside, do a surprise dive bomb. No, he's going to stay behind. Try to gain a position on a better track, for example on this straight, not this one but the next one. If he stays close enough, which it does seem to be does, he's within 2.5 tenths of a second and he's gaining. Does seem like he is close enough for the dive bomb, so he will have to stay behind. Vortex seemed to be was really close, but not close enough for the overtake. And both of them are now next to Oliver, within 0.3 of a second. Back to the back, Speed Demon had a... Oh, it seems like we have missed Speed Demon with his... Either... Yes, it possibly was a big moment for a Speed Demon, losing time. Now he's 2.5 seconds behind. Back to the front, Olsen and Vortex are battling for P2. Olsen has managed to defend his position, but Vortex is close enough for the dive bomb. He kind of tried to go for it. It seemed like it was worth it, but he stays behind. Back to the back, I believe it was actually a damage, not damage, but a contact between Speed Demon and Liverpool. And I think it is because Liverpool has a major damage for his front right wing. Yes, he's going for it. So he had a big damage. Pavlison decides to pit early, which it seems like the tires does speak for themselves. He's going for the mediums, and he's fixing the wing. Interesting. His wing damage was only 13% on the front right, so it didn't seem like to be too big of a difference. But I think it's for the good. So, back to the mid-pack, it seems like Rainsvoden is actually losing to Viggo. Optic is also losing to Olsen. He didn't lose too much time yet. but it might turn around. A few drivers do have wing damages, as I have seen. Void decides to pit early as well with his hards. I'm saying early because it's hards. But I do think two stop is actually a thing. Because we've got only 36 laps. We've got 36 laps. Oh god, what is going on here? Uh, oh, there's Void. We've got 36 laps of the race, and we have a... Oh, someone had a big damage. Yes, no wings for Liverpool. I believe he just changed his wings as well. So, safety car. Safety car in this, safety car now. The drivers who just pitted are not gonna have a good time. Because it's very bad timing for them. Safety car's gonna wait for the leader, which I believe they're only, yes, they're only at the front. Now, with the tires, it seems like a two-stop is a definite. Medium, hard, 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 medium, hard, and whatever the other tires, other strategies is possible, but there is no avoiding one stop. Every single driver has indeed pitted early. Back in about 4 laps before on the safety car. So it could actually be one stop actually. It could possibly be one stop, but we'll never know. 10-second time penalty for speeding in pits. That is going for DJ Perk, who is currently pitting and now is in P14. He's going to serve his time penalty, which he... oh no, it's not going to serve. It's for speeding. He's not going to serve it. Can't. Unless he pits once again. So, at this moment, a few drivers actually opted for softs. I'll let you guys see the tires. There you go. So as you can see, most of the drivers have gone for hards. We've got two drivers who went on mediums, who is Ryan Wilden and a DJ. But three drivers went for softs. Snipes is on 4 laps only. Now, I'm not sure what to be Snipes' strategy, as even though it's about 16 laps to go, my telemetry says it can do only up to 11 till it gets to 60% of the tire wear. Let me change it to 80 actually. To the puncture range. What would it say now? A few drivers have pitted, going for the hard and serving a 10-second time penalty. Only a few drivers are on softs now, which is Snipes and Liverpool. I don't think they will be staying on softs that long. I think they're gonna use them instead of the tires they're actually gonna use. Because the final driver is DJ, and he might not actually be on time for the safety car to go this lap. And the next lap is the final lap until the safety car must pit. Since the maximum laps they're allowed to be in this game is 3 laps. Which it is. So I believe Snipes and Liverpool might actually pit for hards or medium. They do seem to have a tire compound that is usable till get to the end. No, they're staying. Oh, interesting. Liverpool is going in, but Snipes decides to stay. Interesting. I'm intrigued to see this strategy, how this is gonna go. Hopefully there won't be any pile-ups like we had a bit before. Speed Demon is now currently P6, so after a devastating start at the very beginning, getting slowed down and all the stuff, he's now in P6, and with only 13 laps to play around with, Speed Demon might have a chance to go for the win. Oliver is leading, and Oliver has been leading for a long time, but can he lead long enough before Speed Demon takes it away? Safety car is is indeed in this lap. Looking, and the softs are indeed going to stay only for 11 laps. 11 laps until it goes into the puncture zone. So I think the Snipes will need to pit once again. So now we're gonna watch how they're gonna start the race. And he's off. Oliver has made a move. Vortex has not lost too much time to Oliver. Only lost 3 tenths, only 2 tenths. There are already moves at the very behind. And so Snaps is struggling to hold on to the car. Lost 3 positions in one go. Some drivers are still on the field. A few drivers are already on the same amount of fuel. Some even have too much fuel. Up to 2 laps. Bit of a wobble for Red Dragon. Losing some position, losing some grip, which then lets Raceville to go for the move. Back to the front, we might have a dive bomb. Almost. Not close enough. We already can see there's already a pack forming up in the mid pack. Right, so tried to go for the move on the red, but sadly only lost the time to the front. Looks like red managed to regain the time, and now is within 1 second. Speeding might go for the move on the inside. No, he's going to stay. Wait for the better opportunity before he goes for the move, which I believe he might go for the move in this lap. Which means he has a better battery management and a battery storage. Fastest lap time for both Oliver and Vortex. Both of them are fighting for the P1. Vortex will have the track advantage, which then it does bring Vortex to the front. Now Oliver is now behind a Vortex. Demon still stays in P6. Laps are running out, is now up to 11 laps to go. Olsen is also right next to the Oliver. Team is trying to go for the move on the Vigo. Trying to go on the outside. He is struggling to hold his tires onto grip. Vigo is doing nice defense against Speed Demon. Beautiful. Beautiful camera. So far, everybody is in the train. The train between 8 and 9 has been broken. Speed Demon is trying to get in front of the Vigo. He just can't seem to be finding the right space to get in front, as Vigo is doing a really well. He's doing a really well defense against Speed Demon. Shrek is right behind him. He's within 0.2 of a second to Speed Demon. And he's staying behind, building pressure to Speed Demon. Might try to go and do an unexpected move on Speed Demon. He's collecting as much battery as he can, ready for the straight line speed. So hopefully that will be enough for him to get in front of Vigo and Speed Demon. Speed Demon seems to have a way better start against Vigo. He will not catch to him, and Vigo goes for a hard defense as well. Everything's nice and legal. Everything is nice and clean. No wing damages so far. Tires do overheat pretty quickly, especially the hards, which explains why, because the air is actually pretty warm, 20 degrees, and track itself is only 30 degrees. So it is pretty warm. Staying within 2 seconds to Vigo. Seems like he does have a bit of a pace against Vigo, but he just can't seem to get the defense on him, the attack on him. And it seems like Vigo is doing really well, pulling away from on the exit, as will this one, like this. Both of them seem to have the same amount of battery. We go spinning again by Liverpool, back in the backpack. He's trying to go on the outside. Doesn't really work out for him. So he stays. Oliver is holding on to Vortex. Vortex is currently leading the race with, and currently is lap 28 out of 36. Liverpool decides to retire from the race. So far, big train between P1 to P7. All 7 drivers are competing for the win. Demon is indeed struggling quite a lot. Seems like he's starting to lose the rhythm a little bit. He's doing really well with the braking. Seems like he's managing to brake. But with Vega in front, he is sometimes needs to press the brakes a bit too hard because he's going a bit too fast. But he is trying, he is building the pressure to Vigo. Could possibly be the strategy of braking late, try to scare him off. Back to the front, Oliver is only 3/10 of a second behind Vortex. Olsen is losing to the top two. He's still there though. We've got battles between Speedyman and Strikey, I believe. Strikey has not managed to deal with the attack. Because of that, Speedyman has also lost the time. Back to the Vigo. He still has the advantage though. Currently lap 30 out of 36. We have 6 laps to go before the end of the round 1. And Netherlands. Oliver's doing really well holding on to Vortex. He might be strategically waiting for the final 2 laps maybe. And try to get to the front of the Vortex. But I'm sure Vortex will defend for his life to try to finish in front of Oliver. There's a contact between Red and someone else. Red does not have any wings, and it's a safety car. Another safety car, and what? Ooh, this is interesting. So we have about 5 laps to go. By the time drivers get back, this will be about 3 laps to go. Every single driver have pitted, except for the front 3, which is Oliver, Alton, and Void. Everyone is pitting for softs. Yes, everybody has indeed pitted for softs. Except for Void, Olsen, and Oliver. All of them are on used hards. They're all on 13 laps. There. All top 3 are 12 lap old hards. Which it seems like by the time, when it comes to 2 laps to go, I believe it's going to be 2 or 3 laps to go. I believe that Void, Olsen, and Oliver might not finish in the podium unless they pit right now, but it's going to be a bit too late. There's currently a third safety car deployed. And all 3 have decided to stay and gamble. Now, currently, with their tire wear, it don't seem to be too bad. Of course, the front left is the most worn out, which explains why. It's this track, you turn right most of the time at high speed. So it explains why the front left is really brutally worn out. But the rest, it seems like it's doable. And when it comes to right temperature, they might actually manage to fight for the win. So the safety car, I believe, is actually going to be... is it going to be this lap? No, the safety car, yes, safety car is going to be this lap. So we'll be driving with 4 laps to go. There you go, safety car in this laps, yes, so we do have about 4 laps to play around with. Everybody has gone for softs except for Ball. He is on 5 lap medium. And this will be interesting to see for the first 3 drivers that opted to stay on worn hards. Question is, because of the softs, they don't need that much temperature to be in a working window compared to hard, so it'll be interesting how it's gonna go. Oliver has made another good move. Vortex. Vortex and Optic have already made a move against Void. Vortex is already bringing himself to P2 within 3 laps. It seems like... Oh yeah, Void is gone. Void is gone. Vortex is going for a daring move on the left side. Is there going to be any contacts? No, and Vortex brings himself to the front of Oliver. Same thing to Optics. Optics against the same in front of Olsen, who is on the hards. Yellow flags behind, between Aloti and Snipes. It seems like opting to go for hards is not gonna go well because Vortex is pulling away. And because Oliver is slower, he's actually slowing down Optic. Which means Vortex is now having a really good head start. New tires, he can brake a little later. Definitely had contact. Olsen is losing more positions to the front drivers. More yellow flags behind. No safety car is going to be this time. No, like a safety car. Speed Demon is going for a forced move on Oliver, bringing himself to P3. Danny has retired from the race. On track. I believe it is indeed on track retirement. I don't think that was a wall hit. Now, Speed Demon and Optic are now 1.5 seconds behind Vortex, who is leading at this moment. Strike is right behind Speed Demon, and Oliver is slowly losing them. Same thing to Olsen. Void is at the very behind. He is now P16. Really bad start for him. Very unfortunate start. Demon has been battling with Optic for quite a while, since from them big not beginning, possibly from midway of the race. Contacts and battles right behind between Reinzer, Olsen and Pavlison. This is for P6. Two soft drivers are having an easy move on the hard drivers. As makes his tires stick. He is going for the move. Makes a contact and possibly a push to pass. As Olsen has had his rear to snap a bit and losing. Speed Demon almost managed to hold on to Optic. He's trying to bait him, which it seems like it did work. But didn't leave enough space for himself to get in front of Optic. This is the final lap as well. Speeding might go for the move. No, he doesn't. Optic is defending really hard. Striker is right behind Speed Demon and Optic. Speed Demon is holding on to it. He managed to hold to it. Now he's going to have a track advantage. Can he hold on to it? Yes, he does. And Striker might go for the following with Speed Demon. Optic might go for the dive bomb. No, he stays behind. Striker stays behind of Optic and Speed Demon. Optic has gone really slow on that track. And coming to an end, Vortex has won the race by 2.5 seconds in front of Speed Demon and Strikey. And ooh, Strikey has managed to get in front of Optic by almost 1/10 of a second on a final straight. Speed Demon has done a great job of recovering his race. I'm sure 3 safety cars have indeed saved his race. He might have started first, had a really bad luck on the very beginning, bring himself all the way to P20. No, P19, but yet still finishes second in this race. So I hope he gets a driver of the day, because I believe he deserves it. He done a great job. Other driver of the day goes to Vortex. Fastest lap time goes to Vortex, and the race winner goes to Vortex. Most overtakes goes to Speed Demon, and the cleanest driver was Olsen. So well done to you three, and this is your race result. Vortex has won the race for for this evening. Speed Demon comes second, and we got Strikey comes third. And then we got Optic, Oliver as your top 5. And we got Pavlison, Rice Vodin, DJ Perks, Olsen, and Vigo as your top 10. And the rest is Bolmai, Herbie, Loki, Red, Snipes, Void, Danny, Liverpool, Lizzie, Frank Tank, Magnuson, and Night Owl as your final drivers. And that is it. This is the end. No, this is the beginning of the season 2. And this is how it begins. Now, Speed Demon has made a great recovery from tonight's race after the really unfortunate beginning. Vortex has started in P11 and won the race as well, so that could explain why he got a driver of the day, which also makes sense. So both drivers have made a great effort trying to get themselves to the P1. And yeah, same thing to DJ. It looks like he started at P18. He has he has one, two. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has a 6 pit strategy. He has 6 pit strategy, and yet he brought himself from P18 to P8. What a what a strategy! I might try to do that. So yeah, very chaotic start, very chaotic middle, very unfortunate server lag, but at the end of the day, it is the end of the round 1. So thank you very much for joining in, and yeah, this is how the game begins. We hope we'll see you once again next week. Next week, I believe. Let me double check to let you know what is next week. Let's go down. Wait, what's calendar? I don't really know the calendar. No, I don't know the calendar sadly, so not to worries, no worries. So I'm not sure what is the next lap, so if you want to know anything else about TTRL, I'm sure you can join in. I think you do Exponential Market Discord. Think that's how you do in here. Other than that, there is a not race. There is the Discord a link which you can click on and join in. And other than that, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. And I will see you in the next round next week. Goodbye and good night.